Hello students. Today we will study a very important and very basic concept of mathematics called differentiation. In this particular playlist, I will restrict myself to the very simple and basic concepts. So my target audience those who don't know anything about the differentiation. For example, if you are a commerce student and you are preparing for CA, or if you are a BBA student, or if you are a MCA students, or if you are students who are preparing for pre-medical or some competitive exams like CLAT and all, where little bit of differentiation is required. So I won't be going in a very depth, but yes, I will be telling you all the basic concepts of differentiation, though we will not do very complicated questions, very simple questions I will be doing. Okay, so I will keep in my mind that you have no mathematical background and it is a very new thing for you. So that way I will be explaining it. Okay, now what exactly the word differentiation means? See, before starting with the differentiation, I'll tell you another term which you already know. That term is called rate of change. Actually, differentiation is also rate of change. Now, rate of change, when I talk about the rate of change, I need first of all two variables. Okay. Why I need two variables? It's like I say the rate of change of one variable with respect to other. Like how y is changing with respect to x. For example, how demand is changing, demand and supply are changing with each other. Okay. So that is called the rate of change. Like the way distance changes with respect to time. That give me velocity. How velocity changes with respect to time, that give me acceleration. Same concept, right? So there, when I am talking about the rate of change, I need to have two variables. Okay, the second thing, I need 2 points where I need to compare ki at this point, suppose I was having the value of y as y1 and value of x as x1. At this point I have the value of y as y2 and x value is x2. So rate of change of y with respect to x is given by y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So to talk about the rate of change, I should have two variable. Also, I should have 2 points. Now, if this is the rate of change, then why I call that differentiation is a rate of change? What is the difference? See, the only difference between the differentiation and rate of change is that I can say differentiation is a rate of change, but it is a instantaneous rate of change. Instantaneous means at a moment, at that particular one point. For example, if a bike is going, okay, now it went from a crowded region to a region which is empty road, a highway, definitely speed will vary. Now suppose that bike fell down. So how much the rider will have the injury will not depend upon the average speed. It will depend only upon the point at which he met with an accident. Right? So that at that moment means instantaneous. Right? So when I say that rate of change instantaneous at a point, then it is called differentiation. So suppose I'm talking about this point. Now I say ki, okay, fine, if I'm talking about instantaneous rate of change, now my problem is that rate of change I can define only if I have two variable. So what we do, if this point is x and the value of y is y at this point, we consider one more point very close to this x plus h, where y is y plus h. Okay, so we are considering this point in such a way that h is almost 0. Means these points are almost overlapping, but yeah, I can now say I have 2 points. So that time the rate of change is known as differentiation. Usually we use the function fx. So the mathematical definition of differentiation is, first of all, it is represented like this: rate of change of y with respect to x. It is also written as y dash. Okay, this is equal to f of x plus h minus f of x upon x plus h minus h, where limit h tends to 0. This is the formal mathematical definition of differentiation. This tells me the rate of change. or it tells me the slope also. Okay, slope of any curve is also given by this. So this is the basic definition and understanding of differentiation. It is a rate of change, but instantaneous rate of change. Okay, so if there is some quantity, say S, suppose S represent the position, then when I do ds by dt, means rate of change of position with respect to time, this is known as velocity. Same way, when I do dv by dt, where v is a velocity and t is a time, so rate of change of velocity with respect to time give me acceleration. Correct? So now let us learn how to do differentiation. There are basic formulas which are derived by using the first principle of differentiation, that is this definition, but we will not go behind those derivation. We will just use the formulas. I will be giving you all the formulas in my second video. In my first video, I will discuss the very simple polynomial formula which will help you a lot. Okay. So the very first formula is, when I differentiate x to the power n, the answer is n x to the power n minus 1. Okay, so let us apply this formula. Observe that its power is n, this power is coming in front, and the power of x become 1 less than that. So based on that, if I differentiate x to the power 5, what I'll get? 5 will come in front, x to the power 5 minus 1. So 5 x to the power 4, 1 power is reduced. Then x to the power 4 is what? 4 will come in front. This 4 will come in front. X to the power 1 less than 4 is what? 3. X cube means 3 will come in front. X square. X square means 2 will come in front. X. Only x means the power is 1. So this will become only 1. Because I'll get 1. 1 will come in front. X to the power 1 minus 1. So 1 x to the power 0, and anything to the power 0 is 1. Correct? So differentiation of x is 1. Now when I talk about constant like 5, 6, 7, 8, its derivative is always 0. How? So understand, when I say 5, I can write it 5 x to the power 0. As I said, anything to the power 0 is 1. Now when you differentiate, this 0 will come in front. So 5 into 0, correct? X to the power 0 minus 1. So 0 into anything is 0, so whole thing will become 0. So remember, differentiation of constant is always 0. Right? So even if I write log 2, so this is a constant, it is a number, there is no x. So differentiation will remain 0. Okay. Now come to this one, if I say 1 by x. So this is nothing but d by dx of x to the power minus 1. Correct? Now how? Understand this concept. There is an exponent rule which says that if you have x to the power m, and if you want to put it in the denominator, it will go with a negative sign. Okay. Same way, if you have 1 upon x to the power m and you want to bring it up in the numerator, it becomes x to the power minus m. So from numerator to denominator, if it is going, it will get minus sign. If denominator to numerator it is going, it will get a negative sign. So here 1 by x. So power of x is 1. So when it goes in the numerator, it becomes minus 1. So now apply the formula. So this minus 1 should come in front, and x to the power minus 1 minus 1. So minus 1 x to the power minus 2, which is equal to minus 1 by x square. See, again power is negative, so I can get it down, it become positive. Okay. Same way, this one I can write as d by dx of x to the power minus 2. Okay. Now minus 2 will come in front, and x to the power minus 2 minus 1, which is minus 2 x to the power minus 3, which is minus 2 upon x cube. So when it is going, it is in the denominator, always remember power will increase, and that power will come in the numerator with negative sign. For example, here it is x square, so it became x cube, and 2 came in the numerator with negative sign. Okay. Now same thing, x cube if I do, so this will be d by dx of x to the power minus 3. Right. So minus 3 x to the power minus 3 minus 1. So minus 3 x to the power minus 4. So minus 3 upon x to the power 4 answer. Same way now this. So now let us do it again. I will suggest you to pause the video and do it yourself. Okay. And then check whether you are doing it correct or not. So this will become minus 4 x to the power minus 4 minus 1. So minus 4 x to the power minus 5. So minus 4 upon x to the power 5. Right? Now next, d by dx of x to the power minus 5. So this become minus 5 x to the power minus 5 minus 1. So minus 5 upon x to the power 6. Now see how to do the root. Now the value of this root is always, this root means when I write this, it means the power 1 by 2. If I write like this, the power is 3 by 2. If I write like this, it is 5 by 2. So this question will become d by dx of x to the power 1 by 2. So now if I apply the formula, this 1 by 2 will come in front and x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. So 1 by 2 x to the power 1 by 2 minus 1 is how much? Minus 1 by 2. Correct. Now as I said, whenever you have negative power, what you should do? Throw it down. So this will become 1 upon 2 x to the power 1 by 2, which is equal to 1 upon 2 root x. So you can remember this as a formula also. d by dx of root x is 1 by 2 root x. Okay, it will be easy if you remember because very often it comes. Now this is nothing but d by dx of x to the power 1 by 3. Okay, I think when I wrote something else by mistake. It is 1 by 3, not 2 by 3. I think I wrote 2 by 3 over there. Okay, so basically when you just write root, it is 2. Okay, when nothing is written, it means by default 2. And that is the reason it became 1 by 2. Now when 3 is written, it becomes 1 by 3. So it will be 1 by 3 x to the power 1 by 3 minus 1. Right, so this will become 1 by 3 x to the power minus 2 by 3. So it will become 1 by 3 x to the power 2 by 3. Correct? Now, next is d by dx of x to the power 1 by 5. Correct? So x to the power 1 by 5 means 1 by 5 x to the power 1 by 5 minus 1. So this will become 1 by 5 x to the power minus 4 by 5. So 1 by 5 x to the power 4 by 5. Right? Now if you have d by dx of x to the power 5 by 3, what you will do? 5 by 3 will come in front. X to the power 5 by 3 minus 1. So 5 by 3 x to the power 2 by 3. Because 5 by 3 minus 1 when you are doing, LCM will be 3. So 5 minus 3, that is equal to 2 by 3. Correct? Now d by dx of 1 by root x means d by dx of 1 upon x to the power 1 by 2. Right? So when it go up, it will become d by dx of x to the power minus 1 by 2. So by formula, minus 1 by 2 will come in front. X to the power minus 1 by 2 minus 1. So this will become minus 1 by 2 x to the power minus 3 by 2. Correct? And then you can bring it down as well. Now let us do, now this was the basic idea I gave you how to use x to the power n. So now do the question based on that. So you have to find out the derivative. So suppose this is given as y is equal to, so dy by dx is equal to d by dx of x square plus 3 d by dx of x. Always constant comes like this. If there is a single constant, differentiation becomes 0. But this is called the linear property where you take out the constant and operator on a variable. Plus d by dx of, since 5 is alone, so it will come like this. Now d by dx of x square is what? 2x plus 3. d by dx of x is what? 1. So 3 plus d by dx of 5 is what? 0. So my answer is equal to 2x plus 3. Correct? Let's move to the next one. So if this is y, then dy by dx is equal to, what is differentiation of x cube? 3x square plus 4x square means 2 will come in front. So 4 2s are 8. So 8x plus 3. Correct? Now look at this one. If this y is equal to this, so I can write that dy by dx is equal to d by dx of x minus d by dx of 1 by x. So this will become d by dx of x is 1 minus d by dx of x to the power minus 1. So 1 minus minus 1 x to the power minus 1 minus 1. So this become 1 plus x to the power minus 2. So 1 plus 1 by x square. Easy? So this is how you have to do the question. Now suppose y is equal to ax plus b. So what is dy by dx? Dy by dx will be differentiation of ax is only a, because differentiation of x is 1, right? So only a is left and differentiation of b is 0. So answer will be only a. Now look at this question. If this is y, then dy by dx is equal to a d by dx of x square plus b d by dx of 1 by x. So a d by dx of x square is 2x plus b d by dx of minus 1, x to the power minus 1. Okay, so this will become 2ax plus b minus 1 x to the power minus 1 minus 1. So 2ax minus b x to the power minus 2. Answer. Let's do this question. So in exam you should always write dy by dx is equal to, and apply the linear property like this. Dy by dx is equal to d by dx of x cube minus 2 d by dx of x square plus d by dx of x plus 3, right? So this will be equal to 3x square minus 4x plus 1 plus 0. So answer, right? Now look at this question. Now in this question what I will be doing, first I will open numerator by using the formula a plus b whole square. So I will write this here only I will write. So what is the formula for a plus b whole square? A plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square, right? So x square plus 2 into x into 3 plus 3 square, that is 9, upon x to the power 6. So dy by dx is equal to d by dx of, I will separate the term. So x square upon x to the power 6 plus 6x upon x to the power 6 plus 9 by x to the power 6, right? So this will become dy by dx is equal to x square upon x to the power 6 is how much? 6 minus 2 is 4. So this will become 1 upon x to the power 4. So d by dx of x to the power minus 4, right? See, x square upon x to the power 6 is equal to 1 upon x to the power 4. When it goes up, it becomes x to the power minus 4 plus 6. 1x is cancelled by this, so 1 upon x to the power 5. So 6x to the power minus 5 plus 9x to the power minus 6. Now each term I will apply the derivative. So minus 4x to the power minus 5 minus 6x to the power minus 6 minus 54, 9 6 are 54, x to the power minus 7 over. Simple, right? So don't get scared when you see the question. Now look at this one. Dy by dx if I want to find out. So I'll do d by dx of, I'll separate the term x to the power 6 upon x to the power 5 minus 2x upon x to the power 5 minus 1 upon x to the power 5. Always remember it is separated like this. Every term in the numerator have x to the power 5 in the denominator. So this is d by dx of x minus 2 by x to the power 4 minus 1 upon x to the power 5, which is d by dx of x minus 2x to the power minus 4 minus x to the power minus 5. So the differentiation will be d by dx of x is what? 1. Then minus 2 and minus 4 will come in front, and x to the power minus 4 minus 1, that is minus 5. So minus 5 x to the power minus 5 minus 1. So this become 1 plus 8 by x to the power 5 plus 5 by x to the power 6. Understood? Now look at this ninth question. Now open the bracket. So this will become 7x cube plus 6x square. So now what is the differentiation of this? X cube means 3 will come in front. So 21x square plus 12x. So this is my answer. Okay. So this is how you have to do the basic question of differentiation. Now in my next video, I will tell you what is the derivative of sin x, cos x, tan x, secant x, cosec x. So all trigonometric function along with log, exponential and inverse function I'll explain, and I'll do the question on that. In my third video, I will be discussing about chain rule, and in my fourth video, we will discuss about product rule, and in my fifth video, we will talk about quotient rule. So this is how we will finish this topic. called differentiation. I hope all of you understood it and all of you liked it. Please like, share, and subscribe the channel so that the moment I'll upload anything new, you will get a notification and it will be helpful for you. Thank you.